the 13th time this season, it'll be the Yankees and the Orioles, led by a cast of veterans, a cast of all-stars, all of whom are having outstanding offensive seasons. They are number one with a 6-game lead in the East. Yankees are winning. For the Orioles, it's about measuring themselves. Adam Jones has been playing outstanding defense in center. And the likes of Reimold and Wieters, their bats strong and consistent. It's the Yankees and the Orioles, Game 1. It's the Orioles on Masson, and the final game of this August 2009 matches up these opponents in the American League East with a 9-3 advantage so far going to the Yankees. Hi, everybody. I'm Gary Thorne, and for the remaining month of this season, the Orioles indeed will be tested, and they will have a lot to measure up to. They're going to go up against winning teams. Teams are going to go into the playoffs, or at least battling for a spot through the final 30 days. So what it has been about? It has been about pitching this year, and that is coming around. Take a look at some of the recent numbers that the Orioles have put up. The Orioles starters over the last 12 games: Guthrie 2-0, Birkin 2-0, Tillman 0-2, but a 3.3 ERA. Hernandez 0-1, Mattis with a 2-0, including the great outing yesterday. So if you look at it, the 6-3 mark, none better probably than the performance by Brian Mattis against the Cleveland Indians, where he did just about everything that he wanted to do and said he felt comfortable doing it. And that is a great sign for the Orioles. And those pitchers are living up to the expectations here as we get to the final month, Buck.
They sure are, Gary, and Brian Mattis was exceptional yesterday, and that's the Brian Mattis we'd heard about. Well, it's time to take the training wheels off. They're playing the big boys now, and it's all about winning from this point forward. I think Rick Prentice is really comfortable not giving these guys a game plan now, saying go out there, be relaxed, pitch like Brian Mattis did, and see if we can't win some games here to the final month of the season.
And Jeremy Guthrie is pitching maybe his best baseball of the year coming into the ball game tonight. When we come back, we'll take a look at the starting lineups. Yankees O's. Is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Book your next trip at southwest.com. They have the best record in the major league since the All-Star break at 33-11, vying for the best mark in the majors on the year. Yankees come to town, having swept yet another series, and they're playing some great baseball. But the O's pitching will try and shut that down. Let's take a look at the starting lineup, brought to you by Southwest Airlines for the Yankees. It'll be Jeter, Damon, and Teixeira, Matsui, Pode, Posada, Cano, Swisher, Hairston, and Cabrera. A-Rod not in, day off today.
PNC scouting report for Jeremy Guthrie. All 4 pitches. His breaking ball had a terrific bite last time out against the Twins. He really got on top of that curveball. It proved to be a very effective pitch for him. And he's looking for 3 in a row. He's won 2 in a row for the second time this year. He's only won 3 in a row twice in his career. This would be a big time to extend that to 3 times.
Guthrie ready to go against Derek Jeter. Leadoff batter with a 3-game hit streak and having just a phenomenal season for the Yankees with that .335 average, 17 homers, 60 RBIs, 23 stolen bases. Numbers all over the place, as the captain has truly been that, both in name and in action.
Well, he sure has, Gary, and he's certainly going to be in the conversation about the American League MVP.
He will take the pitch inside for a ball. So Guthrie, who's got this tough lineup to go against early on, has been a tough time for Guthrie in ball games. First inning, trying to get settled in. This Yankee team scores a lot of runs early. Right to short, came back on his Taurus, and he's got it. That baby had some hook on it, but he got it.
One thing about this Oriole team, they have pitched well, but boy, right behind it, they have played some great defenses. Sturris has been very good lately and takes a hit away from Jeter. This ball had a lot of hook on it. Watch how it hooks back to his right, and he's got to change direction and stays on his feet to make the catch. Outstanding play to start the game.
Big out. Here's Johnny Damon. Damon will take it down low. 67 degrees at game time under clear skies. It is an early fall, late summer night. Supposed to be in the 50s tonight. Pitch is taken down low. Gorgeous evening for baseball. Damon's got a 6-game hit streak going against Guthrie. He's a .280 hitter lifetime with a home run. And he will take the called strike. Marvin Hudson will be working the plate in the ball game tonight. Johnny Damon hitting .289, 24 home runs, 73 RBIs. In a way, a comeback season for him. That ball to left field right at Nolan Reimold, and there are 2 down. Buck was talking about MVP consideration for Jeter. Absolutely. There'll also be MVP consideration for Mark Teixeira.
No question about it. 30 home runs, 101 RBI. Teixeira, 6 consecutive seasons reaching that plateau. He's second in the American League with 32 home runs, first in RBIs and first in extra base hits. So far this year, it's been a struggle for him here in this ballpark.
Oriole fans have not forgotten that he did turn away from a chance perhaps to come to Baltimore. But Teixeira has certainly found a home with the Yankees in New York. The #2 home run mark and #1 in RBIs. He's the only player in the American League who's gone over the 100 RBI mark at this point. Morneau's got 96. Kendry Morales 94 behind him. Teixeira 101. Strike on the inside corner from Guthrie. He's only faced Guthrie 6 times, 1 for 6 off the Orioles right-hander, who would love to get a 1-2-3 inning done right here. 2-1 delivery. Teixeira fastball after it, 2-2.
96 upstairs. Teixeira's got a little loop in his swing, and if you're going to try to pound him with the fastball, you're better up than down.
2-ball, 2-strike count. Guthrie working as he did in his last, as he's done in his last couple of starts, at a pretty good pace. He has picked that up from the beginning of the season. 3 starts against the Yankees this year, 1-2, 5.21 ERA. That ball hit in the air to center field. Jones is there, and Guthrie has a very solid first as he retires the side in order. Back to Camden Yards and a look at the O's lineup in just a minute. Orioles come into this 3 wins and 9 losses against the Yankees. The Yankees have beaten the O's the last 7, so the Orioles want to get that out of the way. Starting lineup for Dave Tremblay's O's, brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Roberts is Torres and Jones, Markakis, Reimold, and Mora, Scott, Wieters, and Wigginton. Adam Jones against the Yankees, 396.
PNC scouting report for the Yankee left-hander Andy Pettitte. Fastball, slider, cutter, and a changeup. He'll throw that cutter to the back foot, and he really has thrown it well of late. And you got to change the mojo. Andy Pettitte has 25 wins against this Oriole ball club.
He has lost only 6 games, 25-6 lifetime. And Andy Pettitte's on a streak where he hasn't lost in his last 7 starts. Brian Roberts' first ball hitting in the air, left center field. Cabrera, Swisher. Cabrera wants it, and he's got it. It does not look like the ball is going to travel particularly well tonight.
No, it didn't travel during BP at all. In the outfield, Damon, Cabrera, and Swisher. Both Damon and Swisher have started over 100 games in their respective positions. Jerry Hairston, the former Oriole, making his 5th start at third. Jeter and Cano up the middle. Teixeira has committed just 1 error this year. And Jorge Posada is behind the plate tonight.
Cesar is Torres batting in the number 2 spot. He's got a 3-game hit streak. He's 4 for 8 lifetime off Andy Pettitte. Only Catfish Hunter has more wins against the Orioles since 1960. Hunter had 26 wins. 26 and 24. Win percentage wise, nobody's even close to Pettitte against the O's. Fair ball. Good play made by Hairston, and there are 2 down. Hunter 26 and 24, but Pettitte 25 and 6.
Yeah, Mickey Lolich with 25 wins as well. Roger Clemens, Frank Tanana both with 22. But you talk about dominance, and of course, playing in the East, he saw a lot of the Orioles, and he made the most of it.
2 down, nobody on. That'll bring up Adam Jones. 280 with the 19 home runs for Adam against the Yankees this year. 396, as you saw. He's delivered 3 home runs and 8 RBIs. The middle of the order for the Orioles against the Yankees has done a good job. Jones and Markakis in particular putting up good numbers against New York. Adam waiting on it. Andy Pettitte in with a fastball. That is a called strike. Five hits, 12 at bats. Lifetime off the Yankee left-hander. And Jones will take that. That is in there for a strike. Pettitte, too, like Guthrie, will rock along in the game if he feels as though he's on a rhythm. He'll throw in a hurry. He gets the ball back and immediately looks in for the sign. And that one high, deep, curving towards the foul pole, and it is a foul ball, and not by much. That was higher than the pole and went just to the foul side of it by a few seats.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed that ball. The ball is not carrying, and you can see how high it is, but it hooks to the foul side of the pole. Andy Pettitte's got a good look at it, and he's wishing it's foul.
Delivery on the way to Jones, the other way this time as he got jammed and will foul that one off. Well, he protects his at bat and extends it here against Andy Pettitte with a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
Andy Pettitte won't throw many balls in the 90s, but it's a variety of pitches and his excellent command that allow him to be so successful, especially that breaking ball. He throws 2 inside to right-handed hitters, the slider and the cutter.
Jones will take the pitch outside, just missed. Andy Pettitte had a half step to the dugout on that one. He thought he had him.
Yeah, he sure did. They're trying to go down and away. 1-2 fastball and just missed the plate. But you could see that one step toward the dugout suggested that he thought it was strike 3.
Jones is hit 250 on the lefties, 296 against righties this year. He will ask for the timeout. The Orioles know what the schedule looks like for the final month, which will begin tomorrow. And that final part of the season actually begins tonight. And they know a lot of folks are looking to see just how well this team plays against these postseason bound teams like the Yankees and the Red Sox and Texas. And Joe Girardi's ball club, they're not in cruise control, obviously, but they've got 82 wins, 48 losses. They're going to start resting people. A-Rod's been on a rest a week, 1 day a week rest anyway, and he's not playing tonight. The likes of Jeter, maybe even Cano once in a while, going to get a game off. A-Rod watching from the dugout. Adam Jones, a slow chopper down to first base. Mark Teixeira will go to the bag himself and get the out. So both pitchers start with 1, 2, 3 innings. One complete at Camden Yards and no score. Tickets from the Maryland Lottery for every Oriole home run hit tonight. You can have a chance to win too. Just log in at massensports.com. We go to the second inning. Hideki Matsui will lead it off. He's the DH, batting in the cleanup spot. Matsui in and out of the lineup this season due to injuries. Takes the ball to left field. Reimold, 1 down on 2 pitches.
It's the kind of formula you like. Right now, Guthrie's making great pitches, and including the defense in the mix early in the game. He's pitched very quickly and very effectively. Reimold, Jones, and Markakis in the outfield. Sturis and Roberts have been terrific up the middle as a double play combination. Moore at third, Wiggins is making his 28th start at first base, and Matt Wieters behind the plate for the 62nd start of the season.
Guthrie, Jorge Posada at the plate against him, and will take the pitch for a strike. For Posada, 311 right-handed, 267 left. 12 of his 17 home runs have come from the left side of the plate. The Yankee catcher just turned 38 years old, 79 games behind the plate on the season now. Posada too will draw some rest time as the final month rolls along. The pitch will be taken inside, a slider, 2-1.
Posada has been on fire lately over the last 10 days. It's .438 average, second only to Mike Swinney of the Mariners. A-Rod also hitting over 400. Kendry Morales, what a season he's put together.
MVP consideration for Kendry Morales.
Absolutely. He has been terrific all year long and hitting home runs from both sides of the plate.
Posada ground ball to short as Torres. 2 down.
Now, Jeremy Guthrie has been really sharp in his last 2 starts. His 4-seam fastball has always been one to get him ahead in the count. Curveball, very important. As I mentioned last time out, it was really sharp, and he had a late break to it. That's the slider that he will use more often and not to finish off at bats. And his circle changeup thrown with that 4-seam grip is very important.
The 10th career start for Guthrie against the Yankees. Lifetime 3-4 with a 4.82 ERA.
Gary, I got a question.
I got an answer. 6.
Where are the easy outs?
On the bench. And they're only easy on the bench because they're not at the plate.
What a lineup. Lefties, righties, switch hitters, average power, a little bit of everything. It's a challenge, but you can get them out. You make good pitches, you can get them out.
Robinson Cano with 2 down and nobody on. Cano with the 8th best average in the league coming in, and against the Orioles. In a single season, only Ricky Henderson has had a higher average back in '85. Cano's hitting .455 this year against Oriole pitchers. Lifetime against Guthrie, he's only had 4 hits, 4 for 25. One of them a home run. He's got a 3-0 count and the delivery, and that is taken for a strike. The Yankees come in second in average and first in runs, first in home runs, first in slugging, first in on-base percentage. They are first in walks.
See what I mean? Where the easy outs.
Yeah, that's a pretty good team. And to add misery to it, they strike out the least. That is foul back. 3 ball, 2 strike count.
And so far, Jeremy Guthrie has made all of his pitches with the variety of pitches. He's hit the spots, gotten great movement on his fastball early on. He's a different pitcher. The last 3 games, he's pitched with a lot of conviction.
3 ball, 2 strike count with 2 away. Robinson Cano to center field. That's an atom ball. 1, 2, 3 innings, 6 in a row have been retired by Guthrie. We go to the bottom half of the second inning, middle of the order.
Competitive moving forward in the future, and without hesitation, Dave said that's a given. Now, if you would have asked him that question this time last year, he'd probably have a different answer. And many people feel that's the difference between this time last year, this year, and last year. It's that the talent is in place now, and it's just a matter of them getting experience. And if you look back on this past week, we really saw a lot of young players turn the corner. Brian Mattis had a great outing. Nolan Reimold has made some great defensive plays to round out this good outfield. We also saw Felix P.A. and Matt Leaders have pretty good hit streaks going on. So we're seeing that experience, and we're seeing those players getting better, and that's only going to bode well for the Orioles' future, Gary.
And certainly, Amber, one of those is Nick Markakis, who stands in right now as a foundation piece in that cleanup spot in this game and in right field. Leading the Orioles, hits, RBIs, games since the All-Star break. Outstanding.
Yeah, he's been on fire, very consistent all year long, and a guy that really has become a legitimate 300 hitter.
333 lifetime off Andy Pettit. He takes that one to third base. Hairston's got it. Markakis is retired, 1 away, second inning. Yankees have a 6-game lead over the Red Sox. Red Sox are not playing today. They are idle. This afternoon, Tampa Bay beat Detroit by a score of 11-7. Tampa Bay's fight right now is to try and make it into the wild card race in the American League. They are 5 games behind Boston, but Texas is between Tampa Bay and Boston. Texas 3.5 games out. Texas is home against Toronto tonight. 1-0 count. Nolan Reimold. And an off-speed pitch in there for a strike.
Gary Amber's point about the young kids taking on the Yankees is a very valid one. It's now time to take, as I mentioned, the training wheels off and turn this into some wins. And everybody's got their games under their belt now. Nolan Reimold is making his 73rd start in left field. Matt Wieters is making his 62nd start behind the plate. It's not like they're in the first month of their major league careers, and now they want some results.
Yep. Reimold, the 1-2, and that will be fouled away. Take a look at as we go into the final month of the season tomorrow, with the change that's happened. The Yankees on June 1 were up a game. The Red Sox were 2.5 up in July. August, it was the Yankees again by a half game, and now a 6-game lead. So those two teams, Red Sox, Yankees, went back and forth. Strike 3 called in the outside corner. Reimold. First strikeout for Andy Pettitte.
That's a backdoor breaking ball. Look where Posada sets up on the outside corner, and Pettitte delivers. Pettitte's got that slider. He goes back door with it, and then he'll use the cutter inside. But he has really done a nice job of pitching to both sides of the plate early in this game.
Melvin Mora will stand in now. Melvin, a .314 lifetime average off Andy Pettitte. And he has 1 home run off him, and asked for the timeout, and Pettitte had just started into the windup. Opponents are hitting .267 off the Yankee left-hander. Left-handers .269, right-handers .266. Not much difference. Breaking ball in. Pettitte's given up 17 homers, 11 to the right-handers.
Real interesting defense in the left. Johnny Damon, the left fielder, is playing to pull Melky Cabrera literally straight away, almost directly behind the back. Damon has given up a lot of room in the alley in left center.
Fouled off outside of third. No doubt the scouting reports now, which flow in on a pitch-by-pitch basis to every team, computerized, available, broken down in every conceivable way. Time of the game, what's the count, what was the temperature. Here's the 0-2 delivery. And we've seen them result in some fascinating defensive alignments as the season's gone along.
Yeah, sometimes it's too much, and sometimes you overshift guys and you're just playing too much percentages when you have to react to what you see during the course of a particular game.
Moore is gone, and he knew it. Andy Pettitte, a couple of strikeouts, retires the side in order. So Guthrie and Pettitte, through 2, have retired all 6 batters. No score as we go to the third. And nowhere near the sellout crowds that you see when the Yankees are generally in town, this being time of the year when school started. It's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday series, but still a good crowd on hand. Jeremy Guthrie will work to Nick Swisher, and Swisher will take it away for a ball. Switch hitters 250 right, 240 left. 21 home runs and 14 of them have been hit from this side of the plate. Fouled that one off the end of the bat, and a 1-ball, 1-strike count on Swisher.
Boy, Jeremy's got good late movement on his fastball. That ball was about 6 inches on the plate and just darted off the plate and got Swisher right off the end of the bat.
Swisher got a day off on Sunday against Chicago. He's had 3 hits in his last 12 at bats. He will be one of those who will get a break here and there in the final month. 6 for 14 lifetime against Jeremy Guthrie with 1 home run. 2-1 delivery, off speed, fooled him, taken for a strike. Swisher nodding his head yes. You don't see that very often. Swisher backed out with his head going up and down like, oh yeah, that was good. He had me on that one. And the count goes to 2-2. He was not looking for an off-speed pitch from Guthrie. Guthrie working so quickly, you saw Swisher ask for timeout. That ball drilled right center field. It is way back at the wall, and goodbye, home run. Nick Swisher, 22 of them, and a 1-0 lead.
Yankees have 6 players with at least 20 home runs, most in the major leagues, and you can see trying to get this fastball away. It didn't move off the plate this time. It's the same type of pitch he threw earlier in the at-bat, but this time it got too much of the plate.
30 home runs surrendered now by Jeremy Guthrie, the most in the league, and 20 of those have been hit by left-handers. 4th home run versus the Orioles this season for Nick Swisher. And the pitch is taken outside for a ball, and a 1-0 lead.
Jerry Hairston, who started his big league career as a member of the Orioles, played parts of 7 seasons here in Baltimore. Picked up by the Yankees from Cincinnati.
Resting A-Rod, Hairston gets his 5th start at third base. He has a 3-game hit streak going. And he's going to take that to right. Markakis coming and will make a nice running catch on a sinking fly ball. Tomorrow, don't miss the final T-shirt Tuesday of 2009. The first 10,000 fans, 15 and over, will receive a Cesar Azturas Orioles T-shirt. And it's also Ollie's Bargain Night, presented by Ollie's Bargain Outlet. Upper reserve seats only $8. 888-848-BIRD or Orioles.com for tickets.
There are no holes in a Cesar Azturas T-shirt.
Thank you so much. Melky Cabrera takes the pitch down low. Cabrera is hitting 9th. Talking about where are the holes in this lineup. When Cabrera is hitting 9th, tells you there aren't many. 268 average, 11 home runs, 49 RBIs. Melky Cabrera taking the strike. He has hit Guthrie hard, 8 for 18 with a home run lifetime off Jeremy Guthrie. Cabrera will take it down low.
New York Yankees, where they rank in the American League: average 2nd, home runs per game 2nd, home runs 1st, on base percentage 1st, and walks. Very patient approach. A lot of power. And they know that they don't have to lean on 1 or 2 guys in their lineup. They'll get balance.
And that'll be fouled away. The Elias Sports Bureau noting that the Yankees have never blown a lead of more than 6 games at this point of the season. And it is the largest division lead at any point this season. Here's the delivery to Cabrera. That ball will be popped up again, heading to the seats. That will be a foul ball. One nothing lead on the home run by Nick Swisher, the first hit of the ball game. Swisher's got a dozen home runs at Camden Yards in his career now. That's to the gap. Going back, Markakis not going to get it. Off the wall, second base, Cabrera. He'll go in with a stand-up double. Well, now you've gotten through the bottom third, so maybe easier at the top.
Now, fastball, Cabrera, no stride whatsoever, trusting his hands to get to the ball, and he splits the outfielders, goes all the way to the wall in right center.
23 two-baggers on the year for Melky Cabrera. He's in scoring position for Derek Jeter. Jeter lined out hard to his Taurus, his first time up. And Jeter will take it for a strike. Not exactly the player you want up there if you're from the Orioles. Right now he is chasing Lou Gehrig for the all-time Yankee hit lead. 11 behind him. 0-1 delivery on the way. Jeter against the Orioles has added a lot of those numbers. 264 of his hits have come against the Orioles. He has scored 164 runs. That's more than anyone else in the majors right now. Runner at second base, one down, 1 ball, 1 strike count on Jeter. One delivery. Jeter will take it a strike on the outside corner. Not to the captain's pleasure.
He's very good at staying inside the ball and hitting the ball to all parts of the field, but with 2 strikes especially, he really anticipates something away. He would try to shoot the ball into right field, and because of that, Wheeler's trying to come inside. Good pitch. Good spot. Go to the fastball, 1-2, and he made a good pitch right there just off the plate.
2 ball, 2 strike count. Melky Cabrera the lead at second. Jeter. That's be hit or foul it off almost on that one.
Well, that's the ball he can flare into right field. It's up. He can inside out it. He can just draw his hands near his body. He does that as well as anybody. You can't do that on the down fastball. You can't take that same swing. You just have to drop the barrel on it and try to shoot it into right field.
2 ball, 2 strike count on Jeter. Guthrie. Little grounder to second. Brian Roberts up and gets the out. So Jeter retired. Melky Cabrera will move over to third base. There are 2 down.
Jeremy made a great pitch right there. If I could throw him a changeup down and away, Jeter had to reach for it, and all he could do was punch it on the ground towards second. Jeter stays back with 2 strikes, and you can see he's got that changeup grip in his glove, and even with 2 strikes, he was out in front and just guides it towards second base.
Now Johnny Damon. Damon flied out to left field, his first time up. Damon hitting .322 with runners in scoring position this season. He's got one there, and Melky Cabrera. And a ground ball down the first that will be foul. Damon, amidst all of this Yankee thunder, is all amidst it. I mean, he's really had a season I don't think anybody expected. Maybe he did, but I don't think anybody else did.
He has really come back and put up big offensive numbers.
He'll take that pitch. They wanted to check if he went around. He did not, says Lance Barksdale down at third.
And Johnny Damon's a free agent at the end of this year as well, and he's already said how much he'd like to stay in New York. Obviously, when you can play on a team like this, why wouldn't you?
Just a half a cut at that one, and he fouls it back. And the count will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes on Johnny Damon. Runs scored. Roberts, Jeter, Damon, all in this game and all among the American League leaders. We have 5 of the top 10 in runs scored in this ball game. We have 4 of the top 10 doubles hitters in this ball game.
Yeah, and Brian Roberts leads the pack in that department.
You got a lot of offense here. between these two ball clubs. Damon will have to wait.
Yeah, this is a good trip by Matt Wieters. He wasn't really sure where to go here, so he wants to talk things over with Jeremy Guthrie. Important to save this run with 2 outs. 2-2 count on Damon.
Two quick ones. This one is taking a little longer.
Yeah, and this is going to be a challenge all the time you face the Yankees because they are so patient. They make you throw so many pitches, and they'll take a lot of borderline pitches.
2 ball, 2 strike count, 2 down. Delivered to Damon, and he reached a little bit to foul it away. This is such a typical Johnny Damon at bat. You've thrown him everything. He's fouled things off. Your good pitches, he fouled them off. He has made a career of these kinds of at-bats. Cabrera off third base, 2-2 delivered. Ground ball again, foul.
And you can see he's got that helicopter spin bat where he will flip it with his bottom hand, take that top hand up, and it gives him an awful lot of coverage both sides of the plate.
Part of Damon's comeback has been the long ball. His 24 home runs ties a career season high for him. He takes the pitch outside, and the count goes full. So a 3 ball, 2 strike count on Damon with 2 down. A run in on the homer by Nick Swisher leading off the inning. Melky Cabrera got a double with 1 away. He's over at third base. 3-2 delivery. Got him. Good pitch. Damon just throws the bat away. He knew it. First strikeout for Guthrie. The homer by Swisher, though, puts a run up, but further runs avoided by the called third strike. left. 3 of the 5 home runs coming from the left side as well. Matt making Andy Pettitte wait a little bit here as Pettitte rocks along here. You do have to step out on him once in a while. 1-0 delivery. The off-speed breaking ball will catch the outside corner for a strike. One delivery down to third, and that will be a foul ball. I think fair and to Wieder's credit say he recognized coming up that his first job was catching. A young staff that he was going to have to learn about, knew some of them, not all of them, so he concentrated on what he was doing behind the plate. Once he got a little bit settled in that, then he could turn his attention a little more to what he was doing at the plate. 1-2 delivery, and Andy Pettitte burns a heater up high.
Boy, there's a textbook pattern of pitches. Take a look at the first breaking ball, misses, ball 1. Comes back throw breaking ball, evens the count. This time a slider inside, 1-1, and then goes upstairs with the fastball. Watch where the ball is. Matt got beat on that high fastball. Probably had the breaking ball on his mind, and Pettitte elevated.
So Andy Pettitte trying to go through the order and retire 9 in a row. Ty Wigginton, a 5-game hit streak. Ty's only had a couple of hits off Andy Pettitte in his career, going 2 for 18. Right now, though, he's been a hot hitter. 7 for 18 during the 5-game streak. He has had as high as a 9-game hit streak this season back in June. 0-1 delivery. Wigginton will watch it away, and a 1-ball-1-strike count. Wigginton with some more playing time at first base in this ball game, and he will play a number of times there through the final month. 1-1 delivery, swung out and missed. Throttled back on him, 1-2.
Yeah, good changeup. You can see how he turned that changeup over and got late movement down and away. He has been in the driver's seat tonight. Just 8 balls thrown by Andy Pettitte so far tonight.
Here's the 1-2 delivery on the way. Wigginton will take a chopper to second. Cano. And Pettitte's retired 9 in a row. No walks, 3 strikeouts for the 37-year-old Yankees starter. Early fall evening and a gorgeous one on the Near Harbor.
Signing autographs before the game. Tonight's Orioles were Paul Blair, John Miller, and Nate Schnell. For more details, go to Orioles.com. Gary?
All right, Amber. Great program. Chance to see some favorite Orioles in the program instituted this year. Mark Teixeira leading it off. Teixeira flied out to center field his first time up. Guthrie will get the pitch into him for a strike. Orioles put a shift on in the infield. Shortstop on the second base side. Mora way over, which is where he almost hits the ball. Fouled it off, and a 1-ball 2-strike count from Guthrie. There you see that shift outfield pretty much straight away and deep on Teixeira. Teixeira 7 home runs in this ballpark in his career, and he will spray the ball around a bit. 2-2 delivery from Guthrie, just missed down low. 3-ball 2-strike count on Mike Teixeira. 47% of his hits this year have been for extra bases. 35 doubles, 32 home runs. 3-2 delivery. Teixeira takes it up high, and he's on with a leadoff walk. Guthrie not happy with himself on that one.
Yeah, tried to drop the slider on the outside part of the play and didn't get through the pitch. Made a terrific pitch to Johnny Damon to end the third. A 3-2 changeup right down the middle that really fooled Damon.
Guthrie got a win in his first start against the Yankees in a 10-5 Orioles win on opening day. He has since suffered a couple of losses. 4-0 game and an 11-4 game the Yankees won. Matsui will foul that one back. Hideki Matsui in his final season, all expect, with the Yankees. He certainly has added some thump in the years that he has been there, if in fact it is his final year. Injuries have taken playing time away and also forced him to be a designated hitter only. He does not play in the field anymore. 267 hitter, takes it outside, 1-1.
Yeah, he had some knee problems that he had to have fluid drained off his knees, and he just missed a couple of games. Didn't miss as many as they expected. But boy, is he a consistent hitter. Same routine every at bat.
1-1 delivery on the way. He is the samurai warrior, baseball wise, in both appearance, stature, and performance. He just has that look, and he conducts himself that way in the tradition of his society in Japan. 2-1 delivery to Matsui, and a ground ball, a high chopper. Brian Roberts will try for 2. There's one. His Torres relay. They got it.
A great recognition of who was running from home plate. Brian knew he had plenty of time, and once he waits on this high chopper, he wheels and fires to his Sturris, his double play partner, and Izzy's got plenty of time to return throw to Wigginton for the double play. Brian did a good job of waiting for that ball and not conceding simply because it was a high bouncer that you could only get one. This double play tandem has been very, very good.
That'll clear the bases, 2 down, and bring up Jorge Posada. Posada grounded out his first time up. Yankees have the 1-0 lead on the home run by Nick Swisher. 1-2-0 for the Yankees. Orioles, all 9 have been retired, as Guthrie and Pettit have started out with good numbers. Jeremy Guthrie with the 0-1 delivery. Jeremy this year opposing hitters 277. It's the left-handers numbers that have really gone up this year. Last year they hit 241 off him. This year 295. Right-handers have gone up about 20 points, 260 to 243. 1-1 delivery on the way. Swung on, missed, 1-2.
Gary, I think those numbers are a direct reflection of the fact he didn't have fastball command. Because when he's commanding his fastball like he is tonight, he can spot that ball down and away with movement and then come inside with his four-seam fastball.
Here's the 1-2 delivery on the way. It has cost Jeremy an ERA. His ERA is up from 5.2 to from 3.6 last year. That's a really big jump. Still has been able to win 9 games, losing 12. Last year he ended up 10-12 in the year. 2-2 delivery. Jorge Posada will take it, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 down, bases empty. Yankees in with a 3-game win streak. Posada will pop it up. Mora coming over. That'll be a souvenir.
Jeremy Guthrie has discounted the impact of the WBC. He said it wasn't really a factor. In fact, his mechanics were out of whack before he reported to Team USA. But I think just not having the routine of 6 or 7 starts in spring training, he never really got off and running. And you know, maybe he should have just not started the season on time, because the stuff is there. There's no question about it.
The sun is gone. Guthrie gets his second strikeout. And with the help of a double play, the leadoff walk goes for naught. 1-0 Yankees. And by Northrop Grumman. Northrop Grumman, the information systems powerhouse. Brian Roberts coming up. A couple of second basemen in this game who know how to get it done and are.
Yeah, they sure do. And you see their average is not that different. Brian has an edge in doubles and runs scored. Robbie Cano hitting .315. Many people involved with the Yankees believe that at one point in his career, Robbie Cano will win a batting title.
Brian hitting at .287. He flied out his first time up against Andy Pettitte, showed bunt and takes a strike. Gets Hairston to charge in. Too shy of the 50 doubles mark. With that, he will join a unique group of players, the 4th major leaguer with 3 or more 50 double seasons. Tris Speaker, who did it 5 times. Paul Wainer of the Pirates and Stan Musial of the Cardinals, who each did it 3 times.
Pretty remarkable class of players when you think about it. And Brian Roberts would include his name on that list. Quite an accomplishment.
If Brian Roberts, and he's got a real shot at it, can get to 60 doubles, he'll be the first major league player in history to reach the mark since 1936. Ducky Joe Medwick, and in the same year, Detroit's Charlie Gehringer had 60 and 64 doubles respectively. No one's done that since. 1-2 delivery on the way. Roberts fouls that one off. Stays with a ball and 2 strikes. You got a month to go. He's got 48.
Yeah, it's well within reach. There's no question about that. 12 doubles getting to that 60 double plateau. That'd be a tremendous accomplishment. Top 5 in doubles. Nick Markakis is tied with the other 4, Butler, Lind, and Pedroia, all with 41 doubles.
1 ball, 2 strike count on Roberts, and he'll take the pitch up high from Andy Pettitte. Pettitte has walked none, struck out 3. 4.18 ERA coming in, looking for his 227th career win. Pettitte 226 and 133. In the air, center field. Cabrera. And he's got it. Roberts is retired. Orioles and Masson have teamed up to make O's tickets more affordable for the final month. The Masson Maximum Access ticket, the upper level to the ballpark, is $1, folks. $1. That's for the remainder of the season. Maximum Access from Masson. It's on a first-come, first-served basis. They are limited, have to be bought 24 hours in advance. So we hope you'll check in at Orioles.com, find out about the $1 seats. Cesar Torres takes it away, grounded out his first time up.
Chuck Liddell, the multiple martial arts champion, that threw out the first pitch tonight. And you got a chance to see some of the ball players.
I was the one
that he was beating on
the ground. That was the only look I got of him before the game.
That's why you forgot his name.
Is Torres. That goes to center. Cabrera's got it. And there are 2 down here in the 4th inning.
You know, we talk about Andy Pettitte and how in control he is, and sometimes when your pitchers, like these young kids here, you get a first-hand look at Andy Pettitte. Watch how quickly he's working. Watch how his delivery looks the same on every pitch, and he can really get a first-hand view of how things are done by accomplished pitchers.
Well, Pettitte's rolling right now. Jones is going to take a moment to get in. Adams going to just try and make him wait a little bit here and see if he can't break the rhythm that Pettitte has going. 2 down, nobody on. Orioles still do not have a base runner in the ballgame. And the off-speed breaking ball is in there for a strike. Jones grounded out his first time up. Between Jones and Markakis against the Yankees this year, they're hitting .379. Everybody else combined .239. So for the Orioles this year, who have won 3, just 3 of the 12, they've had to have these 2 middle bats going.
It was really interesting in the scheduling this year. The Orioles played the Yankees 6 times here at Camden Yards before they ever went to New York, and they split those first 6 games.
And have lost all 6 at the new Yankee Stadium. 0-2 count on Jones. That one in the air, down the line and right will be a foul ball.
Gary, you often mention how difficult it is for batters to battle on both sides of the plate, and tonight Andy Pettitte's really commanding both sides of the plate. And generally, when you're facing a tough pitcher, he will be more dominant on one side or the other. And you can say, okay, I'm going to discount that until I get to 2 strikes. But tonight, Pettitte's had pinpoint command on both sides of the plate.
And with both the fastball and that off-speed breaking ball, it's just so you can't, as they say, hitters sometimes will choose to go, I'll go with the pitch or I'll go with the location. Well, against Andy Pettitte, you can't do either.
Now, not tonight, at least not so far.
0-2 count. And struck him out on one up high. So 4 Ks in the ball game for Andy Pettitte. He's retired the first 12 Orioles faced.
on the pitching coach about some of the pitches he made in the previous inning, and he's mentioned at one point, I was trying to come inside and then I missed about 6 inches outside, and then that gave me the opportunity to go in again. He's animated.
He is. I love that. It's just so ironic because of all the pitchers who you would think would not talk. Andy Pettit's the one. A 1-0 lead. We're in the top half of the fifth here. Robinson Cano leading it off. Cano flied out his first time up to center. Guthrie has walked one, struck out two, only one mistake. That was the Nick Swisher home run. Ironically coming after he had fooled him on the pitch before with an off-speed breaking ball that Swisher literally tipped his cap to the pitcher, and then the next pitch drove one out of the yard. Fouled away, and a 1-ball 2-strike count on Cano. The beginning of this season, this was one of the big question marks of the Yankees. Would Robinson Cano be the player they'd seen a couple years ago, or the one who struggled through a good part of last season? And the answer's been right back to where he was with shots like that. That's going to go to the wall. Jones will play it. Cano's on his way to second, and he's got a double.
His 38th double of the season, first hit of the night. A leadoff double here in the fifth. What a fluid swing he has, and he got on that fastball away. Not a bad pitch. It was moving to the outside corner. He just went down and got on it and drove it off this wall in center.
So the leadoff two-bagger. Yankees have 3 hits or all extra base hits, a home run and 2 doubles. Swisher, the home run. That is the only run up there on the board. His job now, get him in or get him around to third. Swisher will take it for a strike.
22nd home run came leading off the third inning. He got a fastball and hit it center field. And Jeremy Guthrie had fooled him on an off-speed pitch earlier, and he went back to the fastball, and he got a hold of it.
0-1 delivery on the way to him. Fastball will come inside. Swisher's had a big year against the Orioles, hitting over 370 against the Orioles. 4 home runs and 12 RBIs. Robinson Cano has had 13 RBIs against Baltimore this year. He's number 1 in the Yankees. Swisher's number 2, and that's a fair ball. He's going to get another RBI. Robinson Cano will come around to score. Markakis' throw will not be in time. RBI double and a 2-0 Yankee lead.
Swisher had pull on his mind, obviously, and that's a high breaking ball that he turns on and hooks it down the right field line. Base runner at second base. He's thinking at a minimum he's going to advance him to third, so he pulls it and hits it down into the right field corner for the double and an RBI. Driven in both runs tonight.
Swisher with 70 RBIs on the season now, and the first 2 on with doubles here in the 5th inning against Guthrie. Jeremy Guthrie worked to Hairston now. Hairston has been up once, flied to right, and will take a slider for a strike. It's been 6, 7, 8, 9 in the order for the Yankees so far in this ball game. They've got the hits, they've got the RBIs. 0-1 delivery on the way. It is bunted, foul. The Orioles had moved in at first and third with nobody out.
Yeah, that's how you neutralize a bunt attempt, especially when you're ahead. No balls and a strike, up and in, and oftentimes you can get that ball popped in the air as he did right now, but fortunately for Hairston, that ball went out of play.
Guthrie trying to keep that runner Swisher down there at second base. Orioles infield will back up with the 2-strike count. 0-2 delivery to Hairston, slider away. Hairston, with the years Buck talked about earlier, playing here with the Orioles, obviously has some games here at Camden Yards. 266 lifetime hitter here in this ballpark. 11 home runs. He's got a runner at second in Swisher. Nobody out.
Yeah, when Hairston first came up, he and Brian Roberts were in competition for playing time at second base, and of course Brian took over and Hairston moved on. And Jerry's had a nice career, coming most recently from Cincinnati.
2 ball, 2 strike count as Torres trying to hold the runner close. Chopped that one foul. Almost hit that one as it hit the ground, and it'll stay at a 2 ball, 2 strike count. Jeremy Guthrie, tight ball game. Orioles obviously not getting anything off Andy Pettitte so far, so not a lot of room for the Orioles right-hander. He's certainly been in these situations over the past couple of years as a starter. Inside got him. Hairston just nicked. So the first 3 here in the 5th have reached base. That is the 7th hit batter on the year by Guthrie.
Just trying to come inside to prevent Hairston from moving the ball to the right side of the field. Just brushed his jersey. Well, that's a tough one right there. Now it's 1st and 2nd, nobody out. Swisher's going to run over to check with the third base coach, Robbie Thompson, see what's going on here. Potential bunt situation. Turn the lineup over. Get Jeter to the plate with runners at 2nd and 3rd.
Melky Cabrera's got 4 sacrifices on the year. The Orioles playing for the bunt. He shows. Drops a beauty. Looking at 3rd. Got a chance and got him. Melvin Moore giving it the stretch. Swisher retired on the force out at 3rd base. 1-5.
Boy, textbook on all hands as Cabrera bunts it down the 3rd baseline, but look at how Guthrie gets to it quickly. Turns his body as he picks it up and throws a strike to Moore. Good play by Jeremy Guthrie. Gets the lead runner, keeps the double play in order. Melvin Moore stretched like a first baseman, and Guthrie hit his glove.
Now Derek Jeter will have runners at 1st and 2nd base. 1 away. Swisher's added the 2nd run with the RBI double here in the inning. Jeter's had just a tremendous August, hitting .381 in August with 6 home runs. Sliders on the outside corner for a strike. Jeter is lined out, grounded out in 2 at-bats. Here's the 0-1 delivery to him. Jammed him, just missed inside. Mark Hendrickson in the bullpen. Jeter's 45 hits in August. 13th career month he's had 40 or more, and he did it in July this year as well as the month of August. First time he's had consecutive 40 hit months since 01. Foul back. 1 ball, 2 strike count.
You can see Guthrie's now up to 91 pitches in the 31 pitch inning in the 3rd inning, and then really elevated his pitch count. But boy, it's a perfect night to pitch tonight.
Yeah.
No humidity, cool, and this is when pitchers get rejuvenated. A little extra stamina, extra strength.
1-2 delivery, a looper that's going to end up in the seats. It is amazing how the pitch count for Jeremy Guthrie gets there. I mean, he's given up 2 runs on 4 hits, only 1 walk, and only 2 strikeouts. Credit that to the Yankee long at bats, these foul ball at bats that we've seen. Damon's had a couple, Jeter's had a couple. 1-2 delivery, check swing. Did he go? No. Angel Hernandez.
But this veteran lineup will make you throw a lot of pitches. So far in this game, he's had 6 3-2 counts, and Jeter lays off that outside breaking ball.
Because he's pitching pretty darn well here in this ball game. 2-2, runners off 1st and 2nd base, and Jeter will just get enough of that to fight it off, but he does.
He's the best at that, spoiling good pitches and forcing you to throw those extra pitches. And just by percentages, you throw 8, 10, 12 pitches during an at-bat, sooner or later there's going to be a mistake.
Yep. Jeter against the Orioles this year, batting at .270. He's had 1 home run against the O's, 6 RBIs. Ground ball to short, chance for 2 as Torres Roberts relay to 1st, double play. Good job by Guthrie and a tough at bat by Jeter. A run in, Swisher got it. Yankees have a 2-0 lead. And the respect it has gained around the league. Number of New York writers were at the conference before the game. Dave Tremblay asking him questions that you would get from out-of-town reporters interested in the growth of the Orioles.
Yeah, and the players are the ones that really can get a sense for what's going on. And you hear players talking about the team and how there's so many good things going on here in Baltimore.
Nick Markakis leading it off. 2-4-0 for the Yankees. Zeros on the board for the O's.
Gary, you and I both travel around and see a lot of other games, and when we hear other players talking about the Orioles, you know, people ask about Jones and Markakis and Mattis and Wieters, want to know how they're doing and if they're as good as advertised. But they certainly have the attention of the baseball world.
Yep. And the second thing is always, yeah, but can they compete in the East?
Yeah.
And that's a legitimate question because it is the hardest part of this equation. 2-ball, 1 strike delivered to Nick Markakis. Markakis in the air, left center field. Damon Cabrera. Damon wants it, and he's got it. Markakis 0 for 2. Fly ball out and a ground ball out. The Orioles against left-handed starters coming into the game, 20 wins and 28 losses against the lefties on the season. And Andy Pettitte looking for his 26th win against the Orioles. He is 25-6. Nolan Reimold called out on strikes first time up. Turned that pitch over, went away from him, and the count is 0-1. The way Andy Pettitte is pitching in this ball game, it's easy to see why he has not lost in his last 6 starts. He's had 2 wins in a row against Texas and Boston, no less. A couple of no decisions against Seattle and Boston. Another win against Toronto and a no decision against the White Sox. He hasn't lost a game since July 25.
This is as good as I've seen Andy Pettitte for a number of years.
0-2 delivery on the way. Breaking ball.
That's the slider. It's be about 77 miles an hour, and then he'll throw a cut fastball. It'll move in the same trajectory, but it'll be harder, and it'll be a little bit later breaking, and it'll get in on the hands of right-handed hitters, and he'll throw it down and in.
1-2 delivery is outside. Reimold 277 off lefties, 268 off right-handers. Nolan has had only 3 at bats against Pettitte. 0 for 3. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Reimold will take it. Strike 3 called. That strike zone's got a little size to it both ways. Marvin Hudson here tonight. Pettitte's using it.
Now 2-2 breaking ball again, just at the bottom of the strike zone. Hudson thought it caught the bottom of the strike zone. And when you're around the plate as frequently as Andy has been on both sides of the plate, start to anticipate strikes. Just get into the rhythm.
Now Melvin Moore called out on strikes his first time up. 5 strikeouts for Andy Pettitte in the ball game. There's a silo shot. Jorge Posada. He's got it. Well, 1-2-3 inning. There have been 5 of those 1-2-3 innings so far for Pettitte.
strikes and commanding just about every pitch he throws.
And AT&T, the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T, your world delivered. Johnny Damon leading it off, has struck out, flied out, 6-game hit streak for him. It's a good solid ball game. 2-0, top half of the 6th inning. Damon will slap it to short as Torres. 1 down. It's one of those where Guthrie deserves better if you're on the Orioles side of it.
Well, plenty of at-bats left. You just have to continue to throw good pitches, and he's thrown a lot of them tonight.
Here is Mike Teixeira. Off-speed pitch is going to miss up high for a ball. American League RBI leader with 101. Teixeira has walked and flied out. That'll miss 2-0.
Teixeira's one of just 3 big leaguers this year that has hit 30 doubles and 30 home runs. Kenry Morales of the Angels and Albert Pujols of the Cardinals are the other 2.
In the air, left field, Nolan Reimold. He's got room. 2 down.
Boy, again, Guthrie throwing that good moving fastball away. Got Teixeira to hit it right off the end of the bat for a lazy fly ball to left.
Jeremy's got 26 career wins and 29 losses. 3-4 lifetime mark against the Yankees, and this the 10th start that he has had against them. Orioles have gone 4-5 in the other 9 where Jeremy's been the starter. Hideki Matsui 0 for 2, hit into a double play and is flied out. Orioles have turned a couple of double plays, one on Matsui, one on Jeter, that have helped Guthrie get out of innings. 1-0 delivery. Hideki Matsui takes 2-0. Yankees coming off the sweep of the White Sox, in which they outscored them 23-5 in those 3 games. Yankees have now swept 10 series this year. That is in there for a strike, and a 2-ball 1-strike count on Matsui.
They have won 7 straight series, and as you mentioned, 10 series sweeps. That's hard to do, of course, of a season. They've won 16 of 19 overall. Joe Girardi's team is really hitting on all cylinders right now. They only have a 3-man bench, and that will improve tomorrow when rosters expand. They have an extra catcher in Jose Molina, and of course A-Rod's on the bench tonight along with Eric Hensky.
Joe said before the game tonight, Girardi said we're going to get 2 pitchers and 2 position players that we'll add to the roster tomorrow. On the expanded roster, the call-ups. Nothing's announced till the moves are actually made, obviously. Matsui, a towering fly ball to center. Man, that baby was up there. Hauled in. Good work by Guthrie. He retires the side in order. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. 0s on the board for the O's.
Moore's contract through 2014. And Gary, have you seen those new helmets? They kind of remind me of the movie Spaceballs. I think the character was Lord Helmet or Dark Helmet. I think they're huge. They look humongous on the guys, but I guess that's the idea. They're safer.
I have only seen pictures. I haven't seen one actually. They have so much extra padding apparently. They haven't been able to figure out a way yet to keep the same security that they bring with less padding.
Yeah.
So that's why they're bulky, huh?
Yeah, and the players not really looking forward to having to wear them. They're going to wear them in the minor leagues.
Yeah.
But,
they'll get that, I suspect, fixed so that the size is reduced and still has the security of the protection that it brings to the hitters. 1 ball, 1 strikeout. Luke Scott, Andy Pettitte, no walks and 5 strikeouts in the ball game. Scott will foul that one away. Luke grounded out his first time up. I was trying to remember. Do you remember the numbers? Somewhere I saw today the security it brings on a 90-mile-an-hour fastball from so many feet.
They talked about 100-mile-an-hour fastball.
100 mile.
Yeah, it was up to 100, but yeah, it's
like 2 feet away.
Right. It really kind of tenfold more safe than the current helmets, and obviously with all the players dealing with post-concussion syndrome, I think that's the big concern, and it's a good one.
Yeah, these helmets, they say, were designed to protect against a 100-mile-an-hour fastball from 60 feet away.
Yeah.
The new ones will protect a 100-mile-an-hour fastball 2 feet away to prevent concussions. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Luke Scott takes it, and he's gone.
Well, I tell you what,
6 strikeouts for Andy Pettitte.
Yep, that was an inside cutter that just froze Luke Scott.
Let's take a look at our trivia question for tonight as this Yankee series opens up, brought to you by Ford. Who holds the Orioles record for most consecutive games with a home run? Most consecutive games with a home run for an Oriole. That's one of those that reason does not necessarily have to apply. I don't know what the answer is. Base hit is going to be the first one. Hairston's got it. Throw. Got him. Might want to mark that on your scorecard.
Swinging bunt up the third base line. Andy Pettitte appreciative of the effort. Jerry Hairston made just his 5th start at third base for the Yankees. That changeup topped to third base. He was deep at third, makes a fine grab, running, throwing all in one motion.
2 down, nobody on, 6th inning. Ty Wigginton coming up. Wigginton grounded out his first time up. Wigginton to short. Jeter. Andy Pettitte has a perfect game through 6 innings against the Orioles. Yankees lead it 2-0.
He has driven in both runs. Andy Pettit, 6 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, nothing more. Jeremy Guthrie, a fine outing in his own right, 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs allowed. He has left the game, and he had turned things over to Mark Hendrickson. So Hendrickson will work to the Yankees here in the 7th inning. First batter he faced will be the switch-hitting catcher Jorge Posada.
Hendrickson appeared against the Indians on the 28th. He worked a couple of innings, a walk, and 3 hits in that ball game. Left-handers 263 off him, right-handers 305. But he has done a very fine job coming out of the bullpen after being a starter. Orioles moved him to the pen, and his ERA has dipped considerably in relief appearances. Pitched a couple of scoreless innings against Cleveland in that Friday game. Trying to keep the score right where it is. Just a 2-0 Yankee lead. Jorge Posada will turn around now after going 0 for 2 batting left-handed. He grounded out and has been called out on strikes. Only 2 base runners left on by the Yankees. Orioles haven't had one. Hendrickson 1-0. Posada down to third, fair ball. Moore's got a long throw. Took his time, threw it high. Posada will stay there at first base.
Yeah, Melvin was awfully deep at third base, tried to reach back for a little extra and threw it over the top of Ty Wigginton. Got plenty of time on Posada. He doesn't run well at all. You can see how he rights himself, takes a little extra time, and gets too much on it. Airmails Wigginton.
Melvin charged with his 10th error of the season. Sometimes when you have too much time, you don't do the things you do naturally. You almost could see Melvin just kind of counting the fact he had a little extra time, and away it went. So the leadoff man on here in the 7th inning, reaching on an error. Robinson Cano has doubled and flied out, and the pitch is taken for a strike. Cano starting the day 8th in average in the American League among the top 10 hitters. Joe Mauer still leading, 367. Ichiro at 359 behind him. Jeter's in the top 10 as well. He's 5th at 335. Left field, Reimold, runner halfway. Reimold's got it in the corner. Jorge Posada will head back. Hendrickson gets the out, and that'll bring up Swisher.
Yeah, Nick Swisher will bat from the right side for the first time tonight. 246 from the right side. 7 of his 22 home runs come from this side of the plate.
Runner at first and 1 down. No lead at first. Jorge Posada just getting off the bag, in fact. Breaking ball is in there for a strike. Swisher 2 for 6 lifetime off Hendrickson. Oh, 1 count. Outfield straightaway deep. Base hit into left field. Reimold will hold the runner at second base. So Swisher's got a perfect night. A home run, a double, and a single with 2 RBIs. All they needed to do was put Pettit on the mound and Swisher at the plate, apparently, and that's all they needed tonight.
Great formula. Well, Swisher's been a good addition to this ball club. When you think about the free agents, you think CC Sabathia, A.J. Burnett, of course, Mark Teixeira, but Swisher's had an impact on this team as well. The ability to play first base in the outfield, plus the fact he's a switch hitter. Something that's a real luxury for a manager.
And brings a whole new kind of attitude to the Yankees. He's a very irreverent person in the sense of keeping a clubhouse really loose. First and second now, 1 down. Here's Hairston. Hairston hit by a pitch his last time up, and he is flied out. Hairston has hit Hendrickson hard. He's got a .500 average against him. 8 hits and 16 at bats off the Orioles left-hander. It's only the second inning where the Yankees have had 2 on at the same time. Other came in the 5th when they got a run, but the Orioles got a double play. They've got 2 on here. Jorge Posada with a walk and Swisher with a single, and now Hairston with a 1-ball 1-strike count. Melvin Moore, the error that opened the inning up.
Yeah, they'd love to have a ground ball here, and Melvin would like nothing more than to start it himself, get the double play.
Down the line and foul outside of first base. That'll bring the runners back. Yankees know that a couple of runs here would certainly help the cause. Both Pettit's on the mound and theirs in trying to win. 2-0 lead. Not very big, and Andy Pettitte, we showed you talking to everybody during the first 4 innings. He didn't talk to anybody after the last inning, nor did anyone approach him. 1-2 delivery is going to be bounced, and the runners are going to advance.
Well, that's a tough one. You take away the opportunity for the double play, and watch Wieters as that ball is down and in. Then he tried to catch it instead of block it, and that's costly. That ball is a blockable pitch, obviously, if he shifts to his left, gets in front of it, plays it off the chest protect, but that time he tried to short hop it.
2-ball 2-strike count. Hairston now with an RBI opportunity. The infielders move in. The Orioles want to cut this run off. Jorge Posada is the lead runner. Swung on and missed. Good pitch. Foul tip, says the home plate umpire, into the mitt. Boy, that was a dandy by Hendrickson, and needed right there to get Hairston.
Yeah, a little bit of late movement on this fastball. Hairston with 2 strikes, just trying to be short and quick, and you can see he just got a piece of it, and Wieters is able to hold on for the strikeout. Boy, that's a big strikeout.
Cabrera now. He has doubled and hit into a fielder's choice. 0 for 3. Lifetime off Hendrickson. 2 down. Breaking ball fooled him, and it is in there for a strike. It's a big out right here. Big at bat.
Yeah, this pivotal at bat in the game, obviously. 2-run game and 2 outs. Chance to strand these 2 base runners is huge.
Cabrera has hit only .212 in the month of August with a couple of home runs. Here's the 0-1 delivery to him outside. 1-ball 1-strike count on Melky Cabrera. Orioles and Yankees in the first of 3, knotted up in a good one. Headlined by the starters Andy Pettitte and Jeremy Guthrie. Here's the 1-1. Nick Markakis. And a good job by Hendrickson. Middle of the 7th inning, Yankees have the 2-0 lead. 7th inning stretch brought to you by Jack Daniel's Tennessee Whiskey. Please drink responsibly.
Nobody's really squared him up tonight, and you got to remember this Orioles team's been swinging the bat pretty well.
And the other part of the ballgame for the Orioles side of it is they're only 2 runs down. So, I mean, they're very much in the game if they can just find a way to get it started against Andy Pettitte. Bottom half of the 7th inning. Orioles have the top of the order. Brian Roberts up. Roberts will take the first pitch for a strike. Brian has flied out to center field twice in the ball game. It'll be Roberts, Torres, and Jones. 25,063 the announced attendance here at Camden Yards. 0-1 delivery by Pettitte. A fastball up high. Velocity when he's wanted it certainly hasn't diminished. He's not called on a big fastball but a couple of times in the game.
Yeah, I think 91 is where he is topped out, but he's pitched at 88, 89 most of the night with his fastball.
Roberts hitting at 286. And a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
Now that's the cutter. You see it's 85 miles an hour. It's fairly firm, but he's throwing it to both sides of the plate.
Brian, a 259 hitter lifetime off Andy Pettitte. Fouls that one off as Pettitte came back inside on him and gets ahead on the count 1-2.
Well, this battery has worked so many games together. Jorge Posada and Andy Pettitte. Pettitte first started throwing to Joe Girardi, who was the mentor for Posada. But these two have matched wits many, many times.
Pettitte with a 1-2 delivery on the way, and Roberts will take it to right field. This one is back near the warning track, but there's room. Swisher's got it for the out. Want to remind all the youth sports teams, coaches, and players that you need to sign up for Youth Sports Day. It's Sunday, September 20, Oriole Park. Red Sox will be here. Any sports team is invited to do so. You get to parade around Oriole Park and enjoy group pricing on tickets. 888-848-BIRD or go to Orioles.com. One away here in the 7th inning as Torres grounded out and flied out. 2 at bats in the ball game. Cesar Torres, 262, hitting in that number 2 spot, and he will foul that off for a strike. Andy Pettitte has had a 2-hitter in his career. That's his low hit game. It came back in 2000 against Oakland. The only time a game with that few hits for Pettitte. 0-1 delivery in the way, swung and a miss. The other thing, Pettitte has gone without a complete game for as long a span as ever in his career. He's not expected to pitch complete games anymore and generally doesn't. Oh, 2 delivery to his Torres, up high for a ball. Joe Girardi watching his starter. Here's the 1-2 delivery on the way as Torres. Talk about turning on a pitch. All right, our 4 trivia question. To which Buck and I looked at one another and said, haven't got a clue. The Orioles record for most consecutive games, Reggie Jackson.
Wow, that's a trick question. 1 year here in Baltimore, and he hit in 6 straight games, 1976.
Well, Reggie's the answer. 1-ball, 2-strike delivery to his Torres.
Good call by Marvin Hudson. So easy to get into the emotional aspect of this game, but he's called a very tight strike so most of the night.
2-ball, 2-strike delivery as Torres will take that one to right field. Swisher started in, backs up. Now I'll tell you, look at the reaction he just had. That's about the no-hitter. He started in and almost underran that ball, and he went back and almost had a heart attack, hoping he was going to get to it.
Yeah, they know what's going on. And he came in there and had to retreat quickly, and he got a first read. A little smile right there. Pettitte looks at the reaction, says, okay, he's finally got it, but Nick will make things exciting.
Grabbed his heart after he caught the ball. 2 down. Here's Adam Jones. Jones is grounded out and struck out in the ball game.
Well, these are the two guys that have hit Pettit well in the past, Jones and Markakis, and it's a 2-run game. Bloop and a blast and changes things dramatically.
Adam Jones 5 for 14 against Pettit to third base, bobbled by Hairston. So there goes the perfect game as Hairston commits the error and the Orioles have their first base runner. Hairston starting for A-Rod, who's getting the day off.
Boy, this is a tailor-made ground ball right at him. And you can see, like you said, with Mora, sometimes you just assume it's going to be an easy play, and that ball just kicked off his glove.
So now the potential tying run will come to the plate. Nick Markakis has grounded out and flied out. He is a .333 hitter against Andy Pettit and has 2 home runs against him in his career.
Well, there's the bloop. Now we need the blast.
If anybody can get a blast, it's Nick Markakis. And Andy Pettit, obviously for the first time, will have to work out of the stretch. And Markakis will take the fastball for a strike.
Best fastball of the night. Little adrenaline pumping, 93 miles an hour.
37-year-old left-hander after his 12th win of the year. More importantly, from his perspective now, trying to make sure the Orioles don't get on the board. Here's the 0-1 delivery. Markakis will lift it to left field. Johnny Damon coming. And that'll be a foul ball. Adam Jones, short lead at first base, being held by Teixeira. And the 0-2 delivery by Pettit. Markakis has got a base hit. Jones clapping as he got to second base, and there goes the no-hitter. So the perfect game on an error, the no-hitter on Markakis, and the Orioles have 2 on and 2 down here in the 7th inning.
And we talked about these two being the ones that could break through against Pettit, and sure enough. Markakis slaps the ball away right down the third base line to Adam Jones, who reached on the air, claps it. Finally, they got a hit there on the board, and now the game is in the balance. Dave Island doing a good job to go out and help Andy regroup. Obviously, the emotions of losing the perfect game and now losing the no-hitter, and now the focus is on winning the game.
And now the Orioles have got a chance to get right back into this. Nolan Reimold coming up. Jones on at second. Markakis on at first for the base hit. Nick Markakis will remember that single for a career. Reimold has struck out twice. And the pitch is outside for a ball.
Boy, that's a veteran pitch right there. After all the emotions, he comes with a changeup and just misses off the plate. Reimold's got some juice. We know that.
1-0 count. That is a strike on the outside corner. The error by Hairston came with 2 down. So if he had made the play, it would have been a 1-2-3 7th, and Markakis would not have gotten up in the inning. But he made the error. Markakis did get up and get the base hit. 1-1 look at second base. Jones almost on the bag.
Yeah, and Posada had reminded Anthony Pettit, hey, don't forget about Jones and Markakis. If they steal, they're both then in scoring position.
Reimold takes the cutter inside, 2-1.
One thing we know about Nolan Reimold, he won't chase many bad pitches. He's going to get a good pitch to hit that counts in his favor.
Jones off second, Markakis off first. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Reimold in the off-speed breaking ball will foul it back. And that'll even it up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, here's where you really got to battle. Short and quick to the ball, and base hit will probably get you a run, and then Joe Girardi's team will be up by a single run. Something more dramatic, something in the gap. Markakis can score from first.
Nolan hitting .296 with runners in scoring position. 2-2 count, 2 down, and a 2-0 Yankee lead. Reimold takes it. He does have a great eye. They check it first. No, Angel Hernandez.
Well, that's a huge pitch right there. 3-2 out. Take a look at the swing from the side. He didn't go after it. And now the base runners will get a running start. That's huge.
Three ball, 2 strike count. Pettit a very long time and wants to go through the signs again. Jorge Posada and Pettit not getting on the same page here, and Posada's going to go out. And that looked like a conversation where Andy Pettit told Jorge Posada what he's going to throw.
Yeah, here's what I'm throwing right now.
Runners off first and second. They'll be going on the pitch. 3-2 delivery. Reimold to short. Play's going to be at first. Jeter up and gets the out. Andy Pettit. 6 2/3 innings of perfect baseball, then an error, then a single, and it is a 2-0 Yankee lead.
Nobody wants to be no-hit, that's for sure. And Nick Markakis breaks up the no-hitter. And now Mark Hendrickson's trying to keep it a 2-run ball game.
Derek Jeter will lead it off. He has had an 0 for 3 in the game. And Jeter will take it down low for a ball.
I played in Len Barker's perfect game, and tonight Andy Pettit was much more dominant, much more in command.
He is still rocking along here. I mean, he's got a one-hit shutout going at the moment.
I mean, there are nights when you sit at a ballpark, whether you're in the dugout or in the broadcast booth, when you just sense this is a special night. And that's what that looked like from Andy Pettitte.
1-1 delivery on the way. Good pitch. Hendrickson throttling way back on that. Derek Jeter, 5th in the league in average at .333. Out in front of this one.
Well, Hendrickson's got a good curveball, and you can see he drops that on the outside corner. Tough place to stay back. You can see his weight had gone on that front foot. Timing was disrupted, and Hendrickson had him fooled.
Jeter's 11 for 31 off Hendrickson. 1-2 delivery on the way to the corner right field. Nick Markakis over. Markakis no play off the base of the wall. Jeter's heading into second base, and the throw not in time. But what a beautiful throw by Nick Markakis. And Jeter, knowing who was out there, was hustling to get the two-bagger and did.
Yeah, an awful lot of hitters will watch this ball off the bat, and if you do, you're going to be thrown out by Markakis, who plays it perfectly, then throws a strike, just not in time to get Jeter. Obviously, Nick knows this ballpark very well, and bare hands it. Look at the head first slide just ahead of the throw.
So Jeter gets his 25th double. Markakis just missed getting him. Johnny Damon 0 for 3 in the ball game. Nobody out. Yankees have their 6th hit. Damon trying to bunt him over, will foul it off. So the Yankees playing to get a run. Damon has 1 sacrifice on the season. He's been one of their hottest hitters with a 6-game hit streak coming in. And a .288 batting average. See how Joe Girardi plays this now. Moore is going to stay on the grass at third. Hendrickson with the 0-1 delivery. Not bunting that time. Taken down low. 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, he expects Johnny Damon to pull the ball here, so he asked him to bunt the first time. And Hendrickson, his left-handed offerings, he's not kind of an overpowering pitcher, but Damon's going to have to stay back to try to pull the ball.
He does. And that's going to be a base hit. Derek Jeter's going to come home. Here's Nick Markakis. Here's the throw to Wieters, and it is not in time. Jeter scores. RBI single by Damon, and the Yankees take a 3-0 lead.
Well, when you're thinking about doing the right things fundamentally, sometimes you get a break. Wigginton went after it initially, felt like he couldn't get to it. Maybe if he continues there. Now, it was past him, and Roberts the only one that had a chance. Split the 2 defenders, and the throw to the plate not in time.
So Damon gets his 10th RBI against the Orioles this season, bringing Jeter home, who led it off with a double. And the Yankees extend their lead on Damon's 74th run batted into the year. Now Mike Teixeira, he's taken an 0 for 2. And he has walked in the ball game. Teixeira from this side hitting .308 with 7 of his 32 home runs hit right-handed. Hendrickson's 0-1 delivery to him is down low. Wieters blocks it. Holds Damon. And a 1-ball, 1-strike count. Brian Bass in the bullpen for the Orioles. One delivery. Breaking ball, tag. That one stayed up, and he had time to just wait on it and muscle the ball out for a base hit for Teixeira.
Curveball has been good for Hendrickson, and you can see that one stays up about middle of the strike zone. Teixeira has time to keep his hands back and then go after that high breaking ball and strokes it into left field.
Still nobody out, and Hideki Matsui. Matsui's 0 for 3 in the ball game. Double play, couple fly ball outs. 2 on. That's not very deep. Reimold charging, makes a fine running catch. He had a long way to go. Matsui is retired for the first out of the inning. Time to text in your vote for the AT&T player of the game. The candidates tonight: Andy Pettitte has given up just that one hit. Nick Swisher's had a 3-for-3 night with a couple of RBIs. And Jeremy Guthrie, a fine start, couple of runs, 4 hits over 6, A, B, or C. Text in your vote 518-62. The Orioles starters have continued with Guthrie's performance. Some real good outings. The 4 games against Cleveland, the starters had a 2.35 ERA. Guthrie's continued that with the outing he had here. Now it's the bullpen that needs to hold the Yankees down. 1 down. Jorge Posada, breaking ball. He is 0 for 3.
Gary, you mentioned the starters and how well they have thrown lately. This will be the 11th game in a row the starters have allowed 3 runs or less. And that's a starting point, obviously. And it's rare that this team is shut down so effectively as they have been tonight. They've had the ability to score runs, and obviously if you're going to keep the opponents to 3 runs, you're going to be in a lot of games.
First and second for the Yankees. Johnny Damon and Teixeira, the runners. Jorge Posada with a 1-0 count. Swung on throw to first. Wieters trying to time that up with Wigginton as they went for the back runner, Mark Teixeira.
Yeah, well, we're seeing Wieters now stepping out, being a little more aggressive, makes a strong throw just off the mark. But you would think if you can get it out without throwing another pitch to a batter, you'll take it. Sometimes you get that back runner falling asleep.
1 ball, 1 strike delivery, a turnaround. Damon back to the bag. Jorge Posada with the RBI opportunity. He has driven in 63 runs. Hendrickson with a 1-1. Hendrickson, that turnover pitch down and away, and a 1 ball, 2 strike count on the Yankee catcher.
Yeah, and you had mentioned how well Mark has thrown since moving into the bullpen, and he has really done a heck of a job, and one of the few guys down there that can give you multiple innings.
Posada 300 with runners in scoring position this year. He'll foul that one away, and the count will stay at a ball and 2 strikes. Heck of a game. Swisher got the home run in the 3rd inning. Swisher got the RBI double in the 5th. Damon has added an RBI single here. Andy Pettitte had a perfect game in 6 2/3. Now has a 1-hitter going. And strike 3 call. No argument. Hendrickson gets his 2nd strikeout. Couple of big outs. Hope you'll join us again tomorrow. Moro's action game 2. David Hernandez takes the mound against A.J. Burnett. Our coverage on MASN HD begins at 6:30 with those extra, presented by AT&T, and our game coverage at 7. All the access you need right here on MASN. 10-8 Burnett, 4-6 David Hernandez. There's David watching, making notes, as is Burnett. Robinson Cano, he has doubled, 1 for 3. Hendrickson trying to limit the inning to just 1 run. And the breaking ball is in there for a strike. Jeter led off for the double. Damon got him home with a single. Teixeira has singled. But now there are 2 away with runners at first and second base. And a timeout taken at the plate by Cano. Oh, delivery on the way, jammed him, and an 0-2 count.
Well, Mark's made some great pitches. That ball running in on the hands of Robinson Cano really tied him up. There's just been such a difference in his ability to just make quality pitches inning after inning, pitching out of the bullpen. He's really done a terrific job.
Cano's really struggled to get hits with runners in scoring position. He's hitting only .216, well below his .315 average. Still has 70 RBIs. 0-2 delivery to him, breaking ball, just missed outside. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Cano, 2 down, 2-1. Orioles got 2. Andy Pettit for the error and the hit in the 7th. They still got a couple of at bats to get back into this ball game, being shut out right now 3-0. Sweeping breaking ball is going to miss outside. 2-2. Hendrickson a look, and the 2-2 delivery. And again got the pitch inside on him. Hendrickson has worked just 1 game against the Yankees this season, a run on 3 hits in a 3 2/3 innings. No runs, 1 hit in 3 2/3 innings against them. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Game really slowing down now as both hitters and pitcher. Now the importance here in the late innings, the potential runs. That one's down the line for a base hit. Damon will come around to score. Teixeira at third's going to be waved home. Throw is going to come in. Second base, runner back. It'll be a 2 RBI double for Cano and a 5-0 Yankee lead.
Oh, what an at bat by Robbie Cano. Second double tonight. He now has 39, and you can see he hits that inside fastball past Wigington down the right field line. Damon scores from second easily. The ball stays down in that corner, and right behind him, Mark Teixeira scores all the way from first base.
72 RBIs on the season for Cano, and the Yankees open it up here in the 8th inning, as they have put 3 runs across. That will be it for Hendrickson. Brian Bass out of the bullpen for the Orioles. Runner on at second base and 2 down. Yankees lead at 5-0. You get 16 months of your favorite Oriole players, their pets, lovable dogs and cats from the SPCA. The proceeds will benefit the Maryland SPCA and their work with local homeless pets. To get that calendar, go to Orioles.com. Bass in to do the pitching. Runner on at second base.
41st appearance of the season. Brian Bass has had a rough month of August. He has appeared now in 10 games. In his previous 9 outings, the league has hit .380 against him.
Nick Swisher is going for the cycle. He's got a homer, a double, and a single. 2 RBIs in the game. And the pitch will be taken outside for a ball. Runner on at second base, 2 down. RBIs by Damon, 1. Robinson Cano, 2. And Cano's out there at second. 9 hits in the ball game for the Yankees. Swisher takes the delivery inside, and the count will go to 2-0. Nick Swisher's continued his romp against the Orioles this season, hitting close to .400 now against the Orioles. He's got 4 home runs and 13 RBIs in this, the 13th game these teams have played. Big cut, and the count's 2-1.
You mentioned Bass's struggles. He's really been hit hard and just hasn't had the consistent location he had earlier in the season.
Swisher 1 for 5 in the times he has faced Bass. 2-1 delivery to him. Slider's going to miss. 3-1. Yankees trying to add to that 33-11 record they have had since the All-Star break, the best in the majors. Pops that one up left center field. It is not deep. Reimold will make the play. But a big 3-run 8th inning, and the Yankees extend their lead to 5-0.
Two-thirds of perfect baseball, and then this ground ball off the bat of Adam Jones. Jerry Hairston boots it, and then the next batter, Nick Markakis, breaks up the no-hitter.
And the Orioles have just that one hit. Andy Pettitte will stay out as we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Melvin Mora has popped out and struck out. Mentioned how Andy Pettitte has a streak now of 101 consecutive starts without a complete game, the longest stretch in his career. 37-year-old left-hander, though that hasn't eliminated the ability to win. During that stretch, he's gone 43-29. 1 ball, 1 strikeout. Melvin Mora, a big 8th inning for the Yankees. making the comeback attempt for the Orioles that much tougher. Left center field, ball's hit pretty well back near the stands, and goodbye, home run. It will not be a shutout. Melvin Mora delivers the homer, and the Orioles make it a 5-1 game.
Melvin Mora gets a fastball that stayed on the inner third of the plate, and he hits it deep to left field. A leadoff home run here, and now it's 5-1 as the Orioles are finally on the board.
Second hit for the O's. 6th home run of the season for Melvin Mora. And Luke Scott takes it for a strike. Luke is 0 for 2. So Mora breaks up the shutout. 18 home runs surrendered by Andy Pettitte, 12 to right-handers. Scott on a breaking ball. That is a strike called. 0-2. Yankees bullpen with Phil Hughes. Pettitte up to 92 pitches thrown. That is a very efficient ball game. No walks and 6 strikeouts. 0-2 delivery to Luke Scott. Throttle way back on that one, but misses, and a 1-ball 2-strike count. Well, the Orioles needing base runners now. Pettitte ready on the 1-2. Scott will take it.
Good eye right there on a breaking ball, and he jumped at a little bit, but it was down, and Andy Pettitte has had a great delivery all night long, repeating this delivery time and time again all night.
Two. 7 strikeouts. Pettitte has had as many as 10 this year.
Just took a little bit more off this big sweeping breaking ball. It's the slider that really started in the zone and then broke out of the zone. Scott just couldn't make contact as it breaks far away from him, and he swings right over the top of it.
Here's Matt Wieters. Wieters with 1 down, bases empty. He is 0 for 2 in the ballgame. Fine play made by Hairston on him the last time up on a slow roller down the third that Hairston got him on. Matt is also struck out. 1-0 count. Wieters at 269 now. Matt will foul it off the other way. Wieters in the month of August hitting .258. He has had a couple of home runs. No question, though, he has picked up the offensive side of his game over the last couple of weeks. Breaking ball will be taken down low. And a 2-ball 1-strike count for Pettitte. Playing against the team like the Yankees in a ball game like tonight for the younger Oriole players, it is a lesson in how ball games can slip away. And I mean slip ever so gently, quietly. Suddenly you look up and it's the 8th inning and you're down 5-0, and you thought you were really in the ball game, and you are, but it's 5-0 now, 5-1. But it's just quality, consistent play. You keep grinding out a hit and a run, a hit and a run, and you get somebody like Pettitte pitching. 8 strikeouts, 2 down here in the 8th, nobody on. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Orioles may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Orioles. Right back here tomorrow night, David Hernandez and A.J. Burnett. Again on Wednesday night, Jason Birkin and C.C. Sabathia. Ty Wigginton 0 for 2. 2 ground ball outs. Pettitte falls behind 2-0.
All the pitches tonight have been right on the money. He's been able to change speeds on his breaking ball. He's been able to turn the fastball over, throw the changeup down and away.
Wiggins in a ground ball to second. Robinson Cano. So the Orioles get one, a homer, the 6th of the season. Melvin Mora here in the month of August, half of his home runs, 3 of the 6 have been hit this month. It's great to have you with us. It's a long way to New York, baseball-wise. But the Orioles are getting there. A 5-1 Yankee lead as we go to the top of the 9th inning. Jerry Hairston Jr. will lead it off. Passes delivery to him outside for a ball. Final line on Mark Hendrickson. The 3 runs, 5 hits, an inning and 2/3. No walks, 2 strikeouts. Jeremy Guthrie still the pitcher of record for the Orioles, and Andy Pettitte, who will be coming out of the ball game looking for his 12th win for the Yankees. Inside to Hairston. Hairston hit by a pitch, otherwise has flied out and struck out. Nothing wrong with A-Rod. They've been resting him along the way. He'll be back, expected back in the lineup tomorrow night. He's watched the game over there in the dugout steps. Pitch is a strike taken. 2-ball, 1 strike count on Hairston.
Yeah, after Alex Rodriguez had surgery early in the spring, they made sure that they give him enough rest so he doesn't get worn down. And obviously they're thinking about the postseason, keeping him as fresh as possible.
Pitch will be taken inside for a ball. As the Yankees move along, this playoff season, if it goes as it would be set up right now, is going to look very familiar. Here's the 3-1 delivery on the way, 3-2. The Red Sox take the wild card. Yankees are probably going to go in with the most wins in the American League, so they can't play the wild card team because it's in the same division. End up playing the team with the the next worst record. That would be the Detroit Tigers, and the Red Sox and the Angels would play again.
Just like last year.
Just like last year.
And that's why the Angels made the Scott Kazmir deal, because he has pitched well against Boston.
3-2 delivery, a looper into right center field. Markakis is there. Hairston is retired, one away here in the 9th inning. Updating you in the voting for the AT&T Player of the Game, and you can still cast your vote. Guthrie on top of the start. Couple of runs on 4 hits over 6. Swisher and Andy Pettitte. A, B, or C. Text in your vote to 51862. Results on the O's Extra post-game show. Here is Melky Cabrera. Doubled, fielder's choice. And is flied out. And Cabrera will take it outside for a ball. Cabrera 269.
Atlanta's winning tonight, and they would move to 3 games back in the National League wild card race, with Philadelphia entertaining the Giants this next week starting tomorrow. So Atlanta will play Florida 3 more games after tonight. So a lot of wild card implications in those 2 series.
Yep. Strike taken and a 1-ball 2-strike count. It's a 4-game series for the Braves and the Marlins. Another breaking ball that's going to miss down low. Minnesota's taking on the White Sox in another series. The White Sox are trailing tonight 3-0 in the 9th. Minnesota just passed the White Sox in the standings. A base hit into left field. Cabrera's got a couple of hits. He's 2 for 4. White Sox are really falling away.
Yeah, I think they're pretty much done in this series, in this situation. They're 3 games under, 6 back at the start of play. Interesting development now. Detroit loses today to Tampa Bay. If Minnesota hangs on and win, they'll only be 3.5 back in a division.
And they must have some games remaining between the Tigers and Twins. Derek Jeter, as usual, playing a vital part in the game. After the Orioles finally got a runner on an error and then a hit against Andy Pettitte in the 7th inning, it was Jeter who came back up in the 8th and got a double to start a 3-run 8th. Runner on at first base with the 10th hit of the ball game for the Yankees. Jeter 1 for 4. He's got a 4-game hit streak that he extended with that base hit. And a strike on the outside corner.
The Twins play the Tigers 7 times in the last 2 weeks of September.
Plenty of time then for a catch-up ball to be played. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Runner goes. And Wieters tied up as he started to stand up. No throw made. A stolen base for Cabrera.
Cabrera 8 steals in 10 attempts. He gets a great jump off Bass. The ball was down and in. Matt Wieters had a tough time corralling it. Watts handcuffs him, and then when he went to get the transfer, he didn't have a good grip on it and decided not to make the throw.
So that puts a runner in scoring position. And Jeter will take the pitch outside for a ball. So here yet another play late in the game. Chance for the Yankees to get that run back that the Orioles picked up in the Melvin Mora home run. Jeter hitting at .334. 3-1 delivery to him outside, and he walked him. Only the second walk surrendered tonight. Guthrie gave up 1. Now Bass 1. 2 on, 1 down.
Well, the thing that makes this lineup so difficult is it doesn't make any difference where you are in the lineup. They can start a rally anywhere. There's so much balance in the lineup. Swisher, switch hitter, hits 7th. Cabrera, switch hitter, hits 9th. A lot of options.
Johnny Damon batting in the number 2 spot as an RBI base hit. He extended his hit streak with the base hit to 7 games. Rick Kranitz is on his way to the mound as Wieters went out to talk to Bass.
Bass has had real problems with his control, as we talked about. This has been a tough month for him and just hasn't had that real good command. In this month, he's walked 13 hitters compared to just 7 strikeouts.
Previous 3 games against the Yankees this year, he's worked 6 2/3 innings, been charged with 6 runs, 4 earned on 8 hits. Down to first, Wigginton, nice backhand 1. That's all they'll get. No chance to get a play at first base on Damon. There are 2 down now. Runners on at first and third. Jeter retired at second base. And Mark Teixeira will stand in. Teixeira singled and a run scored in the 8th inning. The Maryland native hitting at 284, 101 RBIs, and the pitch is taken inside. Clay Meredith for the O's in the pen. Delivery. Teixeira will take that for a strike. Teixeira's hit 244 against the Orioles this season. Does have 4 home runs and 8 RBIs against Baltimore. 1-1 delivery outside for a ball. 2 ball 1 strike count. Yankees after their 83rd win of the year and trying to add to their lead here in the top of the 9th inning. Teixeira, it's in the yard to center. Jones has got it. No runs, 1 hit, 2 are left on base. The Orioles will go to the bottom of the 9th inning, top of the order, coming up.
News is Andy Pettit's coming out of the game. The bad news is the Orioles have only 3 more outs. Back to the booth, Gary and Bud.
Jim, Rick, thanks very much. And it'll be Phil Hughes that the Orioles will have to. Oh, I'm sorry. Brian Brunny's going to come on and do the pitching. So Brunny will come on to try and finish this ball game up. And not a save situation.
You see, Bruni is 4-0 on the season, and he's a guy that's just getting better and better. He had some injury problems, and he is now starting to throw well. In this month of August, this is his 9th appearance. He is allowed just 9 hits in 10 innings and has 5 strikeouts.
This bullpen had been a very real question for the Yankees in the early part of the season. It has since become a dominant part of the Yankee team. Brunny is part of it. He's gone back to what he had been last year for Joe Girardi's team. Phil Hughes has been exceptional, coming out to set up Rivera, who's Rivera. Brian Roberts will lead it off. Roberts takes it up high for a ball. Brian's got an 0 for 3 in the ball game. 285 on the season. Andy Pettitte is in line to get the win. 1 run, 2 hits, 8 innings, no walks, 7 strikeouts. And just in case, fastball up high. He starts out 3-0 and looks up in disgust. He's not given up a run in his last 7 appearances. We'll get that one in for a strike, and the count will go to 3-1. Brian thought he had a walk.
Yeah, ball looked like it was up and away. Had a pretty good look at the fastball, and obviously Orioles need base runners here in this inning. Caught the top of the strike zone.
3 balls, 2 strikes, Roberts. And he does get the walk. That is the first one surrendered in the game to the Orioles. Bernie kicks at the dirt out there, and the Orioles get one of the needed base runners here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Cesar Izturis coming up. He is grounded out and flied out twice. Bernie looked to first. Izturis bunting and fouls it off. Obviously bunting for a base hit.
Yeah, just trying to get on base, get down to the meat of this order, see if you can't at least get Rivera into this game and make run at the Yankees here. It's a 4-run game, and you're right, Gary. All night long it just seemed like, okay, just a matter of a hit here or there, and then they dropped the 3 spot on you in the 8th inning.
Deadly late inning runs. 0-1 count. Ronnie's pitch is up high, 1-1. Yankee bullpen has some odd numbers. They are 9th in ERA. That isn't that great. A lot of that did come from early, though. They've given up the fewest hits per 9 innings as a bullpen, but they've given up the most home runs. And generally for Pens, you don't want to see a lot of that, because that costs you ball games in tight games. Popped him up, second base. Cano's having trouble, but will make the play. Ball went a little further than Robinson Cano thought it was going to, but he stayed with it.
Cano's had a fine defensive season. You can see initially he thought it was going to be close to the dirt behind second, but he has to drift down into right field. Swisher, I don't know if he was going to get there, but Cano had it covered.
Posada out for a chat. Runner still on at first base, 1 away. Adam Jones has reached on an error. Was the Orioles' first base runner. Andy Pettitte, 6 2/3. Perfect before the error charge to Hairston on a Jones ground ball and then a Markakis single. The other hit for the Orioles, the Melvin Mora home run in the 8th inning rather. His 6th of the year. And the Orioles, that is their run. Ronnie delivers. Jones swings on a pitch away. High slider. Hudson says it was foul tipped into the mitt. Strike 1. Yankees are trying to make it 8 in a row against the Orioles. And a 3-10 season series number if they hang on to this win. The 0-1 to first, foul.
Now Bernie's got that cut fastball that Adam just hit off the end of the bat. His fastball runs an awful lot, and he has not been where he'd like to be at all in this inning as far as being down in the zone. Boy, he's a big part of their bullpen a year ago, and they'd like to see him return to form here in the final month of the season, heading into the postseason.
0-2 count. 1 down. Brian Roberts on at first base. Hit hard, left field base hit. Not done yet. Jones gets the single, putting runners on at first and second base. 1 away. Joe Girardi's out. Rivera's warmed up. And the call to the bullpen. So Ronnie unable to get it done here, and Mariano Rivera, who we said was warming up just in case, well, the case is now here. So he will come out of the pen. It is 5-1, bottom of the 9th inning, Yankees lead. extend his current streak of consecutive saves.
Yeah, Rivera 36 of 37, and he is looking to tie Brian Fuentes of the Angels for the American League lead in saves, and he has been terrific in this all month in August, as this is the final day. His record in August, perfect 7 for 7 with save opportunities. This will be his 11th appearance. He's only given up 1 earned run in 10 2/3 innings.
He has converted a career high 32 consecutive saves. Previously in 05 he had 31 in a row, so it's the longest stretch he's had and the longest active stretch in the majors. He's given up 1 run in his last 27 games, covering 27 1/3 innings. The Orioles with runners on at first and second base. Only 1 away. Nick Markakis. The Orioles trailing 5-1 here in the bottom of the 9th. And Rivera's pitch will be in there for a strike. Markakis is 4 for 10 off Rivera. Roberts at second base, Jones on at first. And the 0-1. That's going to be a bloop towards right field. And Cano will make a fine play. Shattered the bat, typical of Rivera.
Yeah, that ball was slicing over his head. Now Nolan Rymel comes up with 2 outs. His first major league home run came at Yankee Stadium off of Mariano Rivera back on the 20th of May. Always an outstanding memory. Another chance just to keep the inning alive right now.
Two down, 2 on. Reimold with an 0 for 3. And the pitch is outside for a ball. Reimold has faced him a couple of times. 1 for 2 with a home run. 1-0 delivery. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Now that's that great cut fastball, and basically he's a 1-pitch pitcher. A terrific cut fastball he will throw to both sides of the plate. Every once in a while he'll throw a 2-seam fastball, but he just relies on fastball movement.
Here's the 1-1 delivery on the way, and that is in the air to right field. Down the line to Shera, and can't get it. Ooh. And a nasty fall against the tarp for Mark Teixeira.
Teixeira, I'm saying he's okay, but on that warning track right near that rolled up tarp, slams into that tarp, but he bounces to his feet pretty quickly. Teixeira had the best opportunity, never got a glove on it, but wow, that's tough. You run into that tarp.
1 ball, 2 strike count. And a check swing away. They go, and no. Hernandez says he did not go around. 2-2.
Again, Rymel showing his great plate discipline as he saw the ball outside. Boy, he's strong too. Check the swing on that pitch.
Two count. Reimold again punching one foul. And a 2 ball, 2 strike count with 2 on. Orioles trying to keep this game alive. Rivera trying to wrap it up right here. Mariano Rivera, a 7-8 mark lifetime against the Orioles. 59 out of 64 in saves. 2-2, strike 3. And this one's in the books. And the Yankees win the opener of 3 by a score of 5-1.
Well, Rivera uses that cut fastball to both sides of the plate. This is the final pitch of the game, and that's exactly what he does. Throws it inside and catches the inside corner.
Andy Pettitte goes 12-6.